Welcome back. We're here with Chuck Nowlin from a radio host from WCLX.
Oh my goodness.
100.7. Not Chuck Norris.
No.
No.
Yeah, so I understand people often get you confused for Chuck Norris.
Oh, you can tell why.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Happens all the time. I thought you were going to say I was on Kiss.
I get introduced as Chuck Norris.
I have to say, I listen to Kiss a little more than WZLX, but my mom is a huge fan of yours.
Moms love me. They do.
My mom almost wanted to come here so she could meet you. I was like, Mom.
Seriously?
Mom, you have to stay away. Don't embarrass me.
That'd be awkward, wouldn't it?
It would. It would be very awkward, yes. Yeah.
What if she came with her dad? Hi.
Yes.
So tell us, how did you initially get into radio? What compelled you to?
Well, I was going to Worcester State College, a fine institution, majoring in economics.
Boring.
And I started hanging out at the radio station and just playing around and being a goof because I was always the class clown. I work it into my show still to this day. I use it, you know, every now and then.
How do you use economics on a radio show?
You can say anything on a radio show.
Almost anything.
But I just started hanging around the radio station.
Economics is food, right?
No, no, that's culinary. Economics is money.
Wow. I guess that scholarship's not coming through, is it?
Oh, yeah.
No, economics is
what's
not.
your favorite song?
I heard it's Blackwater.
Whoa. Oh!
Yeah, Blackwater.
We didn't get that!
A little snippet of Blackwater right here. Chuck Norris's favorite song. Chuck Norris's
The band at my wedding actually played that song just to make me insane.
He actually hates the song.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
not a big fan. It's hard to pick a song that I love out of all of them. I Imagine by John Lennon, still. I love that song. Exactly. There's so many great classic rock songs.
You should sing it.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
Charles
We'll
ripping it up.
talk to Charles later.
All
Maybe we
right.
can put in some requests for our very own Charles Winston.
We love Charles Winston.
Yes, we do. So, what is your favorite thing about being on the radio?
I get paid to play, basically. I don't really have a job. I go in there, I play music, I make jokes, I go out and do fun things, I go to concerts, and somehow, miraculously, every 2 weeks I get a check. It's awesome!
It sounds like you're living the life.
It's a great time. I keep trying to pinch myself when, you know, how much longer is this going to go on?
Pinch him.
You won't wake up.
I'm not. Do I have to pinch you?
Go ahead.
He's awake.
That was the Chuck Norris in me.
Oh yes.
Do you know other radio hosts like Billy Costa? Is he like, I heard he's like anorexic, but he's not. He's like not.
What are you talking about?
all I know is that one time that I saw him, he wasn't the best guy.
Oh, he's a good guy. He is. I saw him actually last Tuesday or Monday. Bruce Springsteen played at the Garden.
I had a friend who went to that.
Yeah.
And I was doing my show at the Harp before everybody's in a great mood, screaming and yelling, and Billy Costa came in with Matt Siegel as well. Hung out, had a beer. You know, we all get along. Yeah, we all get along.
I like Maddie.
Yeah, so you have your own little radio family.
Exactly.
Now, I have to ask you, does it ever get hard to deal with the ratings, the FCC ratings and everything?
Well, we kind of live and die by the ratings. If people are listening to your show and your radio station, you're going to keep working there. If they're not, it gets a little dicey.
Now, what's your opinion? Like, I know everywhere I go, I listen to radio in the morning, almost every morning. And the most common thing that I hear about radio is that it's a dying medium. Now, what's your opinion on that?
You hear that a lot. Why? Do you listen to the radio?
Oh yeah, every morning.
You listen to the radio? You listen to the radio? Charles, you listen to the radio?
I listen to the radio.
Everybody listens to the radio! But it's a dying industry. It's not, because satellite came out and everybody said, that's going to kill radio. But it's not.
Satellite?
There's 300 million people.
That app with
Well,
all
Sirius
the
XM.
iHeartRadio.
That's
like
the next
people are calling
thing.
in from like LA.
The digital step,
win
yeah.
tickets.
That is where radio is going to go. You're going to get it instead of just through your car antenna. You're going to be able to pick it up digitally. We have an app. Radio.com carries our radio station, and I get people. We stream it online too at WZLX.com. I get requests from Mexico. I get requests. I got a guy calling me from Australia once making a request. They listen online all over the world. It's just starting to happen.
How long have you been in radio?
A long, long time. What kind of a question is that?
So
How do you stay in the business for so long?
I've had some work done.
now, since you've worked so long,
Yes.
who's been your favorite guest? Who's been your favorite guest on the radio shows?
Wow, I've got a chance to interview a lot of rock stars. And still to this day, one of the most entertaining guys is Steven Tyler.
Awesome.
Still.
I know his drummer lives somewhere in Newton.
My
Joey
dad's
Kramer.
a doctor.
Look at the connections here.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
I don't have any connections to Steve Tyler.
No.
That
July
would be cool.
17th, Aerosmith is going to be playing the Garden. Charles is opening up the show.
You are?
He's going to announce it later. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let it out, but yeah, it's going to be awesome. But they're so huge now because of American Idol.
Yeah.
It's going to be a gigantic tour for these guys.
But then again, American Idol is kind of also dying down. Also,
I don't watch American Idol anymore.
I never did.
There's so many other shows now. The Voice and
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. Oof.
Oh, come on. What's the matter with Dancing with the Stars?
Ballroom dancing with D-level celebrities?
Dumb.
He's a ballroom dancer. He's gonna get us.
Are you really?
He's a competitive ballroom dancer and a world-renowned accordion player.
I don't know
right
about
here.
world renowned.
You got to bring the accordion on the show.
He did one time.
Wow. Anybody play? Maybe one of you guys could play the
Baby.
clarinet or something with him. I don't know.
This kid, the accordion, yeah.
It's coming back.
You guys could form a band.
You know, it's
Charles.
funny. I have a lot of friends that one of my friends, his name is Bruce. Also, he plays rock. He had a show in
Bruce
Vegas.
Springsteen.
Not Bruce Gassman, and he had a show in Vegas. He
Yeah.
did all Elvis songs
Yeah.
on the accordion, and he dressed in the entire Elvis get-up, and he had a big show for a couple of
Standing
months.
ovation. Crowd went crazy, right? They love it. Classic rock. Charles was playing Stairway to
And the
Heaven
buffet was
earlier.
great too.
A good buffet. I'm on from 2 to 7 in the afternoon, and about 3 o'clock or so, I start getting requests from all these kids.
'Cause they get out of school.
And they want to hear it. Classic rock has been helped a lot by Rock Band, Guitar Hero, those games. Now they're just starting to learn these songs all over again. Plus, we're in the movies or in TV. These are songs that will live forever. So no matter how old you are, listen to 100.7 WZLX between 2 and 7. Thank you.
Plug in your show a little bit. Well, I do listen to your show whenever I'm in my mom's car.
Thank you. Hi, Mom. Thank you.
Is 2 to 7 a weird schedule for you?
It's a great schedule for me. I do afternoon drive, so when people are driving home, I'm on. I did morning drive for a while. That's kind of tough because you're getting up about 3 o'clock in the morning to go to
3
work.
o'clock in the morning?
Drinking lots of coffee, being
Yeah.
up, happy, and everybody's just dragging themselves out of bed, and you got to be up here. And
Now, as an
kinda rough.
opposition, did you get more requests in the afternoon than in the morning? I would guess, or was it about the same?
morning show is probably more like funny bits and that kind of thing. My show's a little more music intensive, so I do get more requests.
How do you plan for your show?
You know, it takes a lot of hard work. About 5 minutes before I go on there,
Take a 5-hour
I turn
interview.
on this thing they call, I don't know if you guys have heard it, the internet.
What's the what?
Or the interwebs, some people say.
Wow.
No one says interweb.
It's a series of tubes.
Just you.
And all the information's right there at my
And how do you
fingertips.
access this?
Yes, it's the portal of information. But everything's right there in front of me. I got 5 screens in front of me while I do my
I gotta
show.
say, you are very funny. Have you ever done stand-up, like stand-up comedy?
No, that scares
What?
me. I have done television though.
Now, how's
What
that?
do you mean now?
I was on American Chopper. When they made the big Gillette bike, I was there for the presentation.
I remember watching that.
You saw me.
I don't know about that.
I'll be
I
doing,
don't know this show.
I'll be doing autographs right
I
after the
didn't.
show.
We have an entire studio audience waiting out there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tell them.
yeah.
Trying to
You
get
have a
in.
fan club just right out there.
Exactly.
Now,
You can hear them. You can hear them. They're cheering for you.
Thank you.
All right, so I have to ask you, do you have any advice for aspiring radio hosts or people who would like to be in this kind of industry?
or anyone in broadcast in general.
Yes.
Get on the air as much as you can, whatever you can do. My first shows, I was working at an AM station in Worcester, midnight to 6 a.m. on the weekends. Basically, the only people listening were cab drivers and crazy people. But it was a great place for me to make all the mistakes I could possibly make, learn from them, and then kind of move up from there.
Have you ever had a stalker?
Yes.
Like someone who just like
Weird question.
Yes. And thanks for bringing that up.
Yes, I just fell.
Yes, I have.
Can you tell us about that stalker?
You do a lot of appearances in radio.
I wouldn't mention it because they might start stalking you again. He mentioned my name on TV. Oh
I'm not
my
going to say
gosh.
names, but you do have regulars that show up.
Well,
Subtle.
well, Chuck, I have to say it's been great having you on the show. We're gonna shoot it back to Charles Winston,
Thank you.
who's gonna play us a
Yeah.
lovely little melody. Chuck.
I got to give it up for Charles.
Yeah, Charles! Woo!
All right. You were a child crawling on your knees, thought it, making mama so proud, but your voice was too loud. We like to watch you laughing, picking insects off plants. No time to think of consequences. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. The water is warm, but it's sending me shivers. A baby is born, crying out for attention. Memories fade, like looking through a fogged mirror. Decisions to decisions I made and I thought, but I thought this wouldn't hurt a lot, I guess not. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. Yeah. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted.